Hi everyone, I am Rob Schmidt, and in this video I'm going to try to persuade everyone that police officers need to quit instructing people to say the alphabet in reverse when they are conducting DUI sobriety tests. Simply put, no one's taught to say the alphabet in reverse. It is not a valid test of sobriety, and frankly, I am convinced, and I have no trouble saying that anytime a police officer instructs someone to say the alphabet in reverse while conducting a DUI sobriety test, that officer is being an ass. It's a form of entrapment, frankly, because if you tell the officer, I can't do this under normal circumstances, according to the Nolo book on law, you're admitting that these aren't normal circumstances. And if you say the alphabet in reverse, the officer knows that your speech is going to sound slower than normal. It might even sound a little slurred as you try to think of it. You're not taught how to do it, and frankly, the cops can't say the alphabet in reverse. And I would love to see them try to prove me wrong on this one. After my DUI, which did not involve alcohol, it did not involve any illegal drugs, and no one got hurt, I had a hearing with a DMV official. And during that half-hour meeting, I asked her, can you say the alphabet in reverse? She had no response to that. She did, however, remind me that when shots are fired, we call the police, which I think is a great point. Because frankly, let's be honest, the police have a hard enough job trying to keep the streets safe from the real criminals. When shots are fired, they have enough trouble to deal with. They don't need to intentionally alienate people like you and me, normally good people who they think may have had a little too much in their system at one point in time. And I can assure any police officer, any law enforcement officer who has instructed anyone to say the alphabet in reverse under these circumstances, that the person you did that to will hate your guts for the rest of your life. What are you trying to accomplish anyway? It's almost like you're creating the Kobashi Maru scenario from Star Trek, the no-win situation. Frankly, the only way you can handle this is to either assert your Fifth Amendment rights to non-incrimination, or simply say, I'll be happy to cooperate with you to the fullest extent as long as my attorney is there. You can't say the alphabet in reverse. You can't comment on it. It's a no-win situation. And frankly, I'm convinced that when the police do this, what they're saying is, I'm going to get you any way I can, and it needs to stop. We all know that, even within the police force, there is anywhere between 1% to 5% of them that are bad cops. These are the bad cops. Say the alphabet in reverse needs to stop. And the way to stop it is to respond to this video. I would love to hear your thoughts on this one, ladies and gentlemen. So as always, please share them with me in the YouTube message center. I would especially like to hear from law enforcement officers, police officers. Please try to convince me in the YouTube message center that what you're doing is a valid tactic. Please try to convince me that telling people to say the alphabet in reverse is a valid way to determine whether or not their driving skills are impaired. And if you're going to say that if you're going to try to convince me of that, you better be prepared to say the alphabet in reverse yourself. And of course, I would love to hear from police officers who recognize how this is such a bad idea. And may God be with all of you in 2014.